Welcome everybody to Legendary Tales. We're on episode 40. Technician has a recap for us, and then we can get into it.
Yeah. So last time we were back in the Warband's territories at Garansk, and we went and talked to Prince Eric to go find Darcy so she could polymorph us so that we could beat the locate creature. So that we could go back to court and locate a Warforged and bring them back to Garansk. So it would definitely not at all convoluted plan. Definitely not at all complicated. We discovered that Emerald had returned and set up shop, running a little franchise cart for Ronald's rations. Bolo had also returned and was working on some Explodey Boys. Let's see here. Emerald actually handed Lurchik a wooden box, which contained a conduit of void, a perfectly spherical glass-ish sphere, and it floats when you move it, and made out of the same materials as the pinions. And it turns out that gave us a vision of sort of the origin of the entire world, the entire universe there, including the planets, and may have also given us a location for Void themselves. We also learned a little bit more about the Warband's leaders, the first leaders, three ages ago, who had created artifacts, or rather like arcane foci, to prevent people from divining anybody within a certain distance of those artifacts. Those artifacts have been handed down generation to generation, so the current leaders of the warbands also have those artifacts now. Let's see here. We decided to head back to Core. Doing so, we drank our polymorph potion, and the polymorph potion, of course, changed Lurchik and Reprap into human beings and gave them sort of new properties, new voices. Also made them a little bit more susceptible to damage and a bit more squishy. Ran around Core for a little while, having some interesting interactions with the fountain, because an old man wanted to stay a while and listen, and he's walking around with a great axe as a cane, of course. That was not raising suspicions at all. Located the Soulforged, happens to be a paladin for Info the Ill-Tempered, and we were meeting with him in a secret room, and we realized we definitely need Vidar to be in that room, and that is where we ended.
This is very true. This is exactly where we ended. Basically, Stein, the voice of Infold, essentially let you guys into this chamber under Core, under the Pantheon, and just said good luck, essentially, and he closed the door behind you, and that's where you currently are. Vidar. We're going to go over all the way back to the Warbands in Garansk. Vidar, you're sort of chilling near Emerald, hanging out as the rest of the party left. And Kuzma comes walking out of his tent and says, "Come here. Come.
But I was gonna follow and be like, "Is it urgent?"
It is.
More urgent than cooking?
Yes. In way more.
Well, let me know what I can do.
You follow him into the tent, and he has a very large crystal ball set up above the fire, and the fire is sort of flickering around it. And inside the crystal ball, you can see Lurchik, and you can see Ilya and Sabis with two old men, essentially in the middle of a dark chamber. You're not going to have you're not going to have vision. Probably says you don't have a token with vision in this area, but it's okay. But this is essentially what you see. You see that they're in like a sort of crypt, and they're just like chilling, and they're ushered in by this massive creature directly from Core, and you're basically watching the whole thing happen. Kuzma looks at you and says, "I have been saving this for a long time." He pulls out a sort of amulet, and he hands it to you. He says, "All you have to do is focus on your friends, and it will take you there. But, that being said, it might not make some of the, how do you say it, cosmic entities it might not make them very happy if you do this.
Is this something that I can bring back to you, or is this
It
destroyed when I use it?
It's not destroyed. But if the enemy gets a hold of it, it's going to be a very bad time.
But I was going to look into the crystal ball. And is it urgent that I get there now? What exactly is happening?
They have not long before their disguises drop, and they're able to be tracked by Yvonne. And if you go now, you will also be tracked. But I would rather you be there than not be there. Or on the other hand, you can wait for them to change and then be there as well.
So if I leave now, they can be tracked through me immediately. But if I wait, something may happen within that time frame.
It is a conundrum, but I am letting you know you have a lot of options.
Is it possible for me to take one of the potions that they took?
No, it took them a few hours for them to develop them, and then they only made the two for them as well. Turns out it is quite a process to turn a spell into a potion.
Oh, where is this that they are? If I were to go now, how bad would it be to give?
I think it will
Yvonne a
take.
head start?
I think it will take some time for him to get in, because, according to Stein, I've been listening in. According to the voice of Infold, the voices are the only ones that have access to this door. It's a sort of magical door that only lets specific creatures in. And I'm not sure if, technically speaking, Yvonne is a voice, because he could be. But it's also a thing that I don't understand a lot that's happening in the world. We just got revealed that the world was created and these Soulforgers have existed forever. So, there's a lot to be processed in this whole situation. So, I will leave it up to you. We can wait and then send you a second that disguises drop. Honestly, I'm pretty sure Yvonne more or less is aware. Just, the all-knowing is a real thing. So we just need to be careful. That's all.
But I was going to look into the crystal ball again. Is the party actually doing anything right now, or are they at the point where they're?
It's
almost
almost like ever since you got into Kuzma's tent, that time has sort of stopped momentarily via a spell or some other effect that Kuzma has put on. You're not really sure, but they're basically walking down this staircase into this dank dungeon. And by the way, the vision of everyone, Loershik cannot see, Ilya cannot see, Technician cannot see. Sabas is the only one who has dark vision. And when I say dark vision, I'm talking there are no lights in here at all. There are no lights.
I have a funny little case in my backpack to fix that.
You do, but when we go back to you, you will be able to do that. But I'm letting you know that all of your characters don't have light for a reason, because it is pitch black in here. And those of you without dark vision, it is what it is. I looked it up. I wanted to make sure I was right. And if you don't have dark vision, you're shit out of luck until there's a light source. So, Vidar,
Light on. Light off.
what would you like to do?
I will go there now.
You going now?
Yeah.
Okay. He takes the necklace and he puts it over your head, and he says, "Grab the gem, and then concentrate on your friends, and you'll go instantly." Do you do it? So do me a favor and make me a wisdom saving throw, please. This isn't muted, right? Okay. You feel yourself pulled for a moment, and instead of like your standard yeet stone where you're just pulled through like a mystical tunnel, this one pulls you over the geography very, very quickly. Okay? Except this time, you are pulled through a terrain that is the teal sort of thing that Kuzma always has going on around him, like teal fire, except you're seeing billions of people. You're flying through a field of spirits all the way through. So this form of transportation is actually flying through a plane made of dead spirits who are waiting to go to the Eternal Vision. And all of them are just like, they all turn their heads as you sort of fly Superman style toward core, because they're literally all over the terrain. And eventually, about a couple minutes later, Vidar lands with the teal fire that sort of spreads out, and then the smoke appears, and we go back into modern time. What do you guys do?
Samus just gonna like look at Vidar and go, "Hello. What? Why? Hello? Why are you here now?"
Is someone there?
Oh shit! Sorry. She's gonna pull out the gem of brightness and then
Okay,
crack it open and hand it over to technician.
so you're giving it to technician to hold?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will change that on technician's token and not yours.
You can see. I can see. I don't need the light.
Gem of bright. I just need to figure out the exact length on gem of brightness so I can make him emit light out to his
30 bright, 30 dim, I believe.
30 bright, 30 dim. Yep, you're right. You are right. Light.
You said it's pitch black in here, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, then I should do this in... you just given me vision.
Because technician is technically
I
emitting
am
light.
a light source.
He's emitting light now.
Oh. I see.
So yes,
There's the dim of brightness.
you can see relative to technician's view.
Cool.
That is too bad that it was dark. When I saw that you all through Kuzma's crystal ball, it was not dark. I made a very cool entrance, and you missed it.
Well,
Well, Samus probably saw it.
no, not really. I'm looking the other way.
Just do it again.
Vidar is gonna kind of get down on the ground. He's gonna do like the whole like superhero landing pose.
Mm-hmm.
So is Vidar disguised at all, or did we just like
Nope.
beep beep? We're here now.
Nope,
I see.
we're here now.
Well, there's a very good chance that Yvonne can track us now. Glyphon.
Kuzma
just hope he's
suspected he
tracking
already
what we
knew where
do.
you are. We should begin moving immediately.
Oh, so I became squishy for this. Okay, well, that's just great.
Okay, you were already squishy before.
Where is our paladin friend that joined us down here in the dark?
Oh
and,
shoot! Oh shoot! That's my bad. Here he is. Boop.
It's gonna
Oh, there
run
you are.
click on our DM and just like, how dare you?
That was my
my
bad.
eyes, they're readjusting to the brightness from the darkness and the Glyphon.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
I want to look around the room with my eyes and listen with my ears.
Go
and I'm doing
big.
this on purpose in this order because I'm about to roll in that one. And now I would like to try and perceive the room with my nose. What is happening?
Statistically,
Someone, please,
statistically,
please clip it.
happening?
There is no way. There is no shot. There is no dice. No, that is not possible. This is actually not possible. This is not happening to Gareth
I'm
right
glad
now.
Our guest character is the one who's getting all the fucking nat ones.
There's no way, dude.
We need to go back and count. Like, is this my 3rd episode? And I've rolled 80% nat ones.
I think you are at a like huge. This is insane. This
Did
is
you just like? Were you standing around naked in your house and helicoptering, and then you just like smashed 3 mirrors or some shit? What happened?
this is not happening right now. Okay.
Have you rigged my dice? Like,
Okay,
have you
just
made it?
for the sake of being, will you roll me a different check? Will you roll me literally any other check? I need to see if you get a nat 20 or
Okay,
something. I need to know.
I would like to investigate the door on the south, the closest door on the south side.
Okay.
That's a normal roll.
All right, Garrus, my girlfriend, let's let you know that this is probably just a skill issue.
I don't understand. I genuinely.
It's just my investigation is just like 1s or 1920s.
There is no shot. There's no shot that is like. Okay, so Loreshik, you thought your rolls were bad initially. We have just been shown that there's a degree worse than what you had. There is actually a degree worse than what you had initially. Because he's not just rolling bad, it's nat ones, and he's done it 2 episodes in a row. The first 2 rolls have been nat ones, and they were both Gary.
Yeah, what are the chances of that, right? Like 2 rolls at the beginning of 2 episodes, both being nat ones.
So rolling 2d20 at ones is 1 in 400, and then doing it again immediately has to be even. It has to be like 8 million to 1 or something. Like
no, actually, that's bad maths. Actually,
no, they're separate. They're separate instances.
Yeah, they're separate instances, but more importantly, the chances of him doing it are 1 in 1.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give the party a party inspiration for that, because that is an absolutely insane thing.
We already had one.
You already had one,
We haven't used it.
so you have 2 now. Okay.
Okay.
Because this is unbelievable. There's no shot. Like, actually, I mean, even in the other campaign, Gary, I don't think you rolled that many nat ones for the whole campaign.
I didn't roll well, but I didn't roll this many
No,
nat ones,
you never. I don't think for the entire other 52 episodes that we had that you ever rolled this many nat ones.
My main issue was D100s in that one with Algar.
Oh yeah. You never rolled above a 30. You never rolled above a 30 for any of it. Okay, but moving on from that incredible stroke of bad luck.
I investigate the door.
You investigate the door. The door does appear to be closed, and this appears to be an ancient prisoner room, somewhere that they could hold someone temporarily. There's like a sleeping bag in there and a chamber pot, but the actual pot is missing. And the bed itself has sort of rotted away from moisture and other things. It smells deeply of mold and mildew and moisture in this sort of dank. It almost looks like a crypt or like ancient prison. And when I say ancient, Loreshik, Technician, and Vidar and Sabas, you all can definitely see that the stonework here is not of a different caliber, but of a make that is ages away from what it used to be, or from what it is now. In the modern era, they have better tools, they have better things like that, and the stone comes from a different place. The stone above is usually like marble or a lighter stone. This stone is like dark gray and has like speckles of like shiny crystals in it, which insinuates it's from a different area altogether. And the stonework here is ancient.
When Vidar arrived, did the crystals like start changing or anything?
No.
Like, start glowing?
No. They appear to be just some sort of defect, or like just something innate with the stone. Like, some granites have like pearlescent materials out throughout and stuff it's like that. But the gate appears to be rusted shut. It's not just locked, it is rusted shut. Like the whole mechanism is just a big thing of rust.
Nothing here. Everything smells old. Sad.
Well, what about this other doorway over here? Oh, this one appears to be a hallway.
Careful, robot. Move slowly.
Wait, rep. Why am I not getting vision from my observer on you? Yeah.
I arrived through a portal. Which way did everyone else arrive from?
The stairway that you're literally standing next to, they came down, and it basically leads upward into another building.
I assume there's like a door or something like that at the top of it.
That not in your vision right now. There's like a winding staircase that comes around the side. But if you were to go up there, yes, it's basically like a big solid wooden door or solid wooden panel, more so.
My man, you seem to be adorned with symbols of Infold, the Eltumpered. This is a dragon that we have experience with as well, Glyven. As they say, lizards of a feather flock together.
This is true. Where do we like? It's hard to say in your language. Where are we going exactly?
Excellent question, my man. Have you been here before?
I have not. This is brand new to me. I have lived here my whole life and never once seen this. I've seen that wooden panel for a long time. I assumed it was some sort of entombment or crypt, but it was inaccessible to any of us. I never even tried. So, my name is Zeril Dubois. It is a pleasure to meet you. He pulls out a large shield with a huge hammer on it, and then on that hammer there's a large skull that has two like glowing crystals on it. And he pulls out another large morning star that he apparently seems to be glancing down to every once in a while.
Do you have a source of light on you by any chance?
I do. I absolutely do. And he he pulls out a torch, and he holds on to it. And he says, "Does anyone here need a vision? I have it for you."
I have mine built into myself. I'll be okay.
That's fair. How about you?
Recognition as my gem.
I pull a torch out of my bag
Mm-hmm.
and reach it out to light it from his.
Okay.
My senses are perfect.
Highly dubious. Highly dubious.
He holds the torch in his left hand and keeps his morning star out. I think we need to be very careful about what we do in here. It seems this place
Agreed.
has not been entered for a long time. So just be very careful about what you're doing.
I just want to warn
I'm
you.
going.
I just want to warn you that, according to my medium precision chronometer, in a few minutes, my friend, the old man here, and I will probably change form, and I don't want you to be alarmed.
No. I understood that from the beginning. I have a sort of sense of people.
Oh, very good, very good. Okay. So, Vidar, what do you think about going to the south?
Had there been no investigations into the rooms before I arrived?
We just got here.
No, we just got here.
Any direction is equally good if that is the case.
Oops,
What are we
sorry.
looking for?
A way out.
Hmm.
We have to leave because we're sort of interned here for the moment. I would probably say we are safe until Yvonne gets a hold of someone who's very powerful in spellcasting to disable the door.
Well, just so you know, we would like you to come with us so that you can help us. We believe that you are the future. You are a key to the future of this world.
Okay. I am more than happy to come with you. I will help you. Absolutely. I
All right,
trust you.
let us find a way out then.
All right.
Is there anything down
S-
the hallway?
Stand right behind me, Mr. What do they call you?
Vidar. Vidar, come here. Vidar. Me, they call the professor.
Sure, Mr. Professor. Ilya, would you like to do an investigation? What would you like to do?
Yeah. I'm looking the door.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, perception.
No,
really?
investigation on the door. This door appears to be made of a different metal that is corrosion resistant. It is a little bit corroded, but not fully locked. But not fully rusted shut.
Can I open it? Can I try and like jimmy it open?
Sure. Do you have thieves' tools?
I don't think so.
You could make an
Just gonna welcome to Soulforged and go.
Okay.
I could probably do that for you.
Open door, please.
I could thieves tools it. Can I also just melt it off with acid? The rust, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna acid splash the fucking door.
Do it. You don't have to cast a spell or anything. You just basically splash acid on it, and the door quickly melts away from being very, very old. And yeah, it opens.
I'm gonna check before I step into the room in case I don't step on funny thingies. I do funny thingies because it seems to happen whenever you go in weird places.
Okay, so you can make a perception check or an investigation check.
Which one of those numbers is higher? Oh yeah, it's investigation by far.
It does not appear to have any traps associated with it.
So what's in this room?
2 gigantic coffins. The coffins themselves appear to be multiple coffins stacked on top of each other, and they're made of stone, and they are all engraved in an ancient language you cannot read.
How seriously would this paladin guy take me desecrating tombs down here?
Have you considered not desecrating tombs?
I just want to have a look, you know? I want to see what's
I'm
inside.
just saying you should have gone potty break when we took a break by the fountain with the old man. So
I mean, I'm just saying. I am an archaeologist, so this is kind of my job. So he's just gonna like suddenly see if she can jimmy open a coffin, just like try and lift it up if there's any way to do so.
You'd have to make an athletics check because the lids weigh 12,000 pounds.
Wow. Wait, hang on. Let me Google.
Oh yeah. Would you like to help me lift up one of these coffin lids?
The lids are
One
made of
second, I'm
the
converting to
the lids.
metric.
The lids are made of metal. And then there's a metal lid on top, and then every coffin is stacked on top of another coffin. So all that weight.
That's unliftable.
Yeah, it's not reasonably no.
Okay.
Can I climb to the top?
Yeah.
So you said that they're coffins stacked on coffins. So
Yep.
there's a top coffin which is not. Okay.
The top coffin is the one with the 1,200-pound lid.
Yep. 12,000 pounds. It's really, really thick.
Oh, okay. I thought
So-
it was like the weight of all the coffins.
No, the
It's-
lid itself is.
So basically, we're being
stick
told
with 5
that-
C's.
We're basically told not. Okay, the coffins are stone. I have a pickaxe.
You have corrosive breath or whatever as well, right?
No, I just have acid splash.
Here's what I will say to that. You can try.
Yeah, no. There's no. We're not doing the heavy kind of grave robbing today. We need to find a way out.
Paladin Dubois, give me 1 second here. Listen, I know you two weren't around when this party started and everything, but we found out very quickly, don't fuck with remains.
I'm just looking.
That's a terrible idea. That's awful, terrible idea. Awful, damn awful, terrible idea.
There is a set of coffins to the south, and then there is another hallway to the west. Which way shall we go?
Are there any obvious doors?
There appear to be gated. They look like gates as opposed to full doors. I think that we just need to be careful.
Wait, these hallways usually have dart traps in them and things of that nature.
Let
Let me look.
Sure. Lead on, Mr. Professor.
You put a torch in my
Investigation.
Investigation or perception. What'd you say, Lorshik?
Can you put a torch on my token?
Oh yeah. I think torches are 30-20. Light.
Here it's
There we go. And
Thank you.
Dubois is also holding a torch as well. Aye. Okay. Yeah, this hallway does not appear to be trapped, or if it was, it is not very apparent.
All right. Looks all clear.
All right. I will lead on.
I would like to check the doorway down here while they head out.
That one is rusted shut.
I have a solution for this.
Okay. You acid away the door, and it swings open on its own. This is a single coffin. Humanoid sized. Also language that you cannot read.
Anything suspicious? Doors, walls, traps, funny things.
There is a set of locks. There are 12 locks on the edge of the lid of this coffin.
What
Otherwise,
did
the
you
room
find?
seems fine, right?
Huh?
Otherwise, the room seems fine. Yes.
Yes, it does.
There's a coffin here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 locks on it,
And the locks are all made of pure temper.
made of temper.
Mm-hmm.
So, I really would like to open that, but there's a little part of my brain that says no, 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 no.
What was the writing again? Is it a language I understand?
No. There's one person in your party that can understand it.
Let's see.
Anyone read the words on the walls? So I was just gonna like
What?
shout down the hall. Can you read the words on the walls? Or
What
copy
language is it?
it? I can't read it.
See the words on the walls from where I'm standing, or do I have to go close?
You'd have to go closer.
Which words are we talking about?
On the coffin.
And can I read them from here?
Yeah, it says Zurin Rock the Devourer.
These are just names of who is in the coffins.
The name of this one?
Do they sound-
Devourer?
As
The
you're
Devourer
looking,
does not sound friendly.
as you're looking at it, the sort of light from Zyriel comes back around, and the room lights up, and the text is literally, there are like 300,000 words, and there are little categorical sections, and it lists the names of everyone this person killed, and it has them listed by age group. The vast majority of them are between 1 and 15. And there's probably about 300,000 names in here.
Jesus Christ.
Yes,
Hell of a
this man
person to have
enjoyed
buried in the
killing.
temple.
If we run into a situation like we have in the past where opening the coffin releases something from within, this seems like somebody we wouldn't want to interact with.
I was interested. I no longer am. There's a hell of a person that buried below a temple, but let's move on.
Everyone make a perception check for me while you're in here, by the way.
But surely, if they can afford 300,000 children for dinner, must be rich.
Vidar, you hear a very gentle scratching noise coming from within the coffin. You also hear it, Ilya.
The locks are not to keep us out. We can be certain of that. And then Vidar's going to pound his fist on the corner of the coffin to kind of like see if he can get him all riled up inside.
Oh, you immediately hear it, and you guys can actually see dust falling off of the locks and the lid.
This is not to keep people out. It is to keep something in. We should continue.
I agree. There are certain things in our colleges to not touch.
Yes, that is this is becoming more and more apparent. This is a prison. So we have to be very careful about what we open and do not. Is that open? He sort of goes up to the gate.
I didn't touch that one.
That one is open.
Is the gate rusted?
The gate is perfectly intact.
Okay.
He just sort of looks back at everybody and goes, I think we should be quiet. Because if this is open, and it's at the level of that other man, we should be very careful. Are we all on the same page?
Is there any writing in here?
There was, but it has been scratched off.
Can I try and perceive by what?
Sure. Are you using your nose or your ears and eyes?
Does it matter at this point? Do I investigate or do I perceive?
It actually does matter in this instance, whether you're using your
Or-
nose or not.
Or can I try and estimate what kind of creature it is by checking my nature brain?
Yes, I will let you do that as well if you would like.
God bless. Okay.
What are your favorite enemies?
Oh geez, it's like
Okay,
giant,
I'm looking right
giant
now.
elf, dwarf, human, elf, giant.
So your nature check is more or less inconclusive.
Okay. Big creature, claws. Weapon?
Small creature, claws of some sort, probably.
Don't worry. Only small goblin do this.
Do
That was
not,
just a small goblin.
do not call me a goblin ever again.
Where did that voice come from?
Inside the locked room.
Oh.
Can I see? Is it from the coffin or is it from the room?
It's from the room.
Samus is gonna like just stare straight through the game, like, all right. What should we call you then?
It depends. Some call me hemorrhage. Some call me blood drinker. Some call me... They used to call me old man. They used to call me the old man of the river.
Okay, hemorrhoid, please tell me why you are out of coffin.
I found my way out after I awakened not long ago.
And why were you in the coffin?
Because I died. And now I'm not
Why
dead.
does anyone go into a coffin, Sabins? A coffin? Fuck that one up. Why does anybody go into a coffin, Sabis?
Go to bed? I don't know.
No. I no longer require sleep. And that's when you hear it. You hear the sound of metal on stone. A very loud noise as a man walks over to the door, or what used to be a man. He essentially is a humanoid body that the arms have been cut off at the elbows, and those limbs have been replaced with giant reaping scythes. And then his feet have been cut off, and they have basically giant tri-tip daggers. And he basically is just a torso with giant metal spikes coming off of his arms and legs. And he's pale, and he has a sort of ghoul-esque appearance. Oh no, it absolutely counts as a bad joke. That was pretty good. He just sort of comes over and he looks at you, and then his head turns 360 degrees around, and then you hear a click, 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 and it spins back around really fast.
He's gonna be doing worse for it.
And he's just sort of looking at you guys. I don't have the appendages to release myself anymore. But I can smell you. You smell like there's a lot of blood in at least 3 of you. The others don't smell like blood, they smell like oil. And peat moss. Yes, you smell different. And I don't like it. The blood,
I
however...
assure you, my man, I smell like feet medication for arthritis and for the fungus. Tell me, how do you feel about undead and void?
Void. It's not a name I've heard in a long time. Tell me, is he still alive?
Well, that depends on your definition of alive, I guess. But how do you feel about him?
No, not him. I'm talking about Infold. Is he alive?
We hang on a second. Meta question. I can't remember that entire web there. Is Infold alive, or did we help out the offspring of Infold?
Infold is a god because he died.
Okay.
He was the first one of the first Soulforged, and then he died and ascended to godhood.
Well, Infold is now a god. The prerequisite, of course, for that is to not be to be unalived.
Fair enough, but he's dead. That means I need to find anyone related to him. Exactly. My purpose was to kill him and his entire bloodline. I can smell them above me. They smell terrible.
Would explain why you're locked down here?
He put me here. Long, long time ago. The last time someone was here was not long. There was a man kicking and screaming. And they put him inside the helmet, and he stopped screaming. That's what I remember. That's what woke me up. No one has been down here for a long, long time. But I remember it so clearly, because the smell of blood is still on the air. Not Infold's blood, but just blood in general.
Elia, do you smell the helmet blood?
Yes, I smell everything.
And it is now apparent that it's not really mold and mildew. It's like the smell of relatively fresh blood. You're not lying. You are sort of lying, but now that you have...
I rolled 2 nat ones. I smell fucking nothing.
Well, but you have made a recent perception check.
Uh-huh.
And after sort of clearing your nostrils out, I would say that you do smell blood. You definitely smell like actual blood outside a body right now.
Ilya's rolling those deception checks to try and convince us that he actually has skill and he does smell everything and that his senses work perfectly. So it's a big dick vibe check, which he's failing every time.
Yeah, passive insight for pretty much everyone here is already past that. So there you go. Yeah. So if you let me out, I will not kill you.
What is helmet?
What?
You say they put him in helmet for blood.
Yeah, that's what they did to the old kings. When you were declared as incompetent, they take you down here and they put you in the helmet. Then you're never heard from again, and you are succeeded.
What is helmet?
You'll know when you see it. Come get me on your way out. I'll make it worth your time. I know where they're buried. The original gods.
I don't think we want to kill the gods, so Samus is gonna just like slowly back up and walk around the corner.
No, I know where they're buried and their treasures are. I was there. The birth of this world. I know where the gods are buried.
I find that highly suspect because we've seen the birth of this world and you weren't there.
If you believe that's true.
What is your name?
They called me the old man by the river.
Let me think about you.
You have, like, the old man by the river brings up nothing at all.
Oh.
But what I will do is if you get to a place where there is a lot of information later on, I will give you advantage and an additional modifier on that check.
First, tell me, who is doctor giving you weapons for arm and legs?
He's been dead for a long time. It was
Sad.
not up to me. They took away my hands and my feet. Made me into this monster.
For what?
To stop me from leaving. I have dulled my blades. And he literally picks up one of his, like, scything blades, and it's literally, like, you can tell that before it was made to be, like, a giant, like, thing, but it's like, withered down to, like, a little nub, a little blunt nub. Along with his, like, back feet are also, like, they used to be, like, 2 or 3 feet long, and they've been weathered down, like, a whole foot. But they're made of solid metal. And both of his little nubs are that way.
Well, I will say this. If we let him out, it sounds like he doesn't want to attack us. It sounds like he has a vendetta against a certain bloodline. Possibly against the people that we are also having issues with. However, I think it remains perfectly clear that he has exceptional traction in ice and snow.
I say we figure out the rest of the tomb, and the last thing we decide is whether we let him out or not.
Okay. I'll see you when you get back. There's a little tinkling metal as he crawls back behind the coffin. That was very scary. Let's move on. Oh, okay.
How much time has passed at this point?
That's now that you guys are transforming. Transform back into your old selves.
Give me a high or low, Devin.
Hi.
Roll it.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta make it public real quick.
Wait, we can do this to him as well? What's happening?
You can always do this. You can do this to anybody. I am glad my voice modulator did not become stuck like that.
Oh, that would have been
nice
so
having our
good.
voice back.
That would have been so funny. As you guys enter this
Does
room,
Yvonne know our disguises now? Did he see us? last
Yvonne,
time we were
if
in
you
this
don't know, I can't answer that question.
Yvonne does not need
Oh,
to see us
I'm
in our
asking the group.
disguises. It doesn't matter. He probably does not know our disguises. He definitely does not know our polymorph forms. But the simple fact is he can locate us now.
Now that we're out of the copy juice, I touch my symbol and put up my actual disguise again.
Okay.
This does make the assumption that we are on the same material plane as him.
Are you jumping down, Vidar?
Oh, is that a step there?
There's a step there. That's quite a considerable distance. It's like 15 feet. And Zyriel is sort of sitting on this like sort of platform up here. Hold for a moment. I think there might be a trap here somewhere. Because he literally looks and he points out to you guys at the very bottom of this, like at the very where the stairs are along this edge here. Oh, actually, let's move this. Sorry, guys. Sorry, people who are watching. Along this edge here, there are large portholes that are completely empty. Oh, you need Artur. Bam.
Yeah, I forgot about him for a sec.
There's large portholes leading from inside the stone. I believe it may be trapped. We need to be careful here specifically.
I will scan for traps.
It does appear that the holes are meant for something, but you're not what they're meant for. But there might be a mechanism somewhere that triggers it. You're not really sure.
Is there any like little dirt or rubble or stones, like loose stones?
Oh yeah, there's loose stones everywhere, from
All
like
right.
decaying
Gonna
ceilings and stuff like that.
gonna grab a loose stone and throw it in the vicinity of one of these open portals.
Okay,
Portholes.
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 Oh yeah, you could easily underhand it into one of them, and it makes a metal clinking noise.
Okay, what about sort of like around it, like on the floor near it?
Sure, you throw another one near it, and they look like stone pavers, sort of. The second that you hit one, it just immediately disintegrates.
Ah, that was a trap.
No, I don't think it was. I think that's a symptom of acid of some sort.
So perhaps this room fills with acid from the bottom up.
That would make sense to me.
If we trigger a trap. So we must find the trigger
I agree.
and then avoid it.
I agree. What do all of you think?
I agree. There's
If you'd like to make a perception check to try and find the trap triggering mechanism, you're more than welcome to try.
Did I do investigation?
No, I'm going to say no because it's not on this side of the room. You have to be relatively close to see it or to notice where it could be, and that is perception. If you want to do an investigation check, if you find it, then you can figure out how to disarm it, would be the investigation part of it. Technician and... Wait, just technician. You notice that the bricks on the other side of the staircase over here, these two long bricks, appear to be raised by a significant amount, meaning that they are pressure plated. And basically every long brick in this room on the other side, where it goes down and then it goes up again, are all raised. All of the like sort of long vertical bricks on the other side are raised.
On the other side of the room, at the platform, there are long vertical bricks. Avoid stepping on those. So they are pressure plates, definitely. I'm not positive they set off the trap, but it would stand to reason.
Is there anything in the room like that? I assume that angel statue thing is the top of a coffin.
It is.
Are we able to see from this distance if there's any writing on it?
There is. But it is quite small.
Does anybody see anything in the room that we might actually want to be in this room for, or are we merely trying to get to the other side?
I see
the
only
staircase
coffins.
Say again?
Is that staircase at the back there going up or down?
It is going down.
Could you explain again where the traps are? Long vertical bricks around
Long
the coffin?
vertical bricks around the coffin.
Every single one of them.
Yep.
Okay.
And Rep Rap has told everybody about that, so now they can all...
You can
Dex
all
check or
you can
whatever
all
it's gonna be.
no, you
Yeah.
can all avoid them easily, assuming you have light to do so.
Does everybody have light?
I will lead the way to make sure it's all lit. Zariel sort of stands up.
Badar is going to take out his flying broom and hand the other one next to Lowershik, who just happens to be the closest person next to him.
Okay.
Pick up the flying broom.
You
And
get-
begin to fly.
You gonna fly over?
I get my balance on the broom first, very confidently,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I begin to gently push off.
Okay.
Vidar is going to follow the rest of the group on the broom, but just with the confidence that he's not going to step on anything.
So you're not flying, you just have the broom out.
Well, I'm flying, just hovering
Okay.
behind the group.
Zyriel sort of looks at you and is like, well, do you mind taking the torch? Because I think your perspective would actually help quite a bit as well.
I can do that.
And he hands you the torch and pulls out his shield. Yeah, you guys get up and it's like, if you weren't on that, had that perspective of like looking straight at it, not in a million years would have you have seen these little things here. The vertical bricks are very, very, very well hidden, like a master crafter. Zyriel very carefully steps over each of them. Vidar, are you gonna look at the coffin?
Yeah, what does it say on it?
It says 3 words. The first king.
Does anyone remember their history enough to know who the first king would be?
That sounds like something for a narcologist.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, his name was King Charles II.
You have heard, Sabas, you've heard about bits and fragments of the first king, but in reality, that was hundreds of thousands of years ago. So any information on him is either like in a specific place or has been lost. You have heard like very small bits and pieces about him or her because the angel on the coffin itself is actually very feminine. So you're not really sure. King is also a in some cases a gender neutral term, and you're not really sure at this point because a lot.
The first king is
Yep.
older than even we would know what to do with. I suggest we leave it alone. I'm a narcologist. There's not much on knowledge on them.
And
I would like to investigate the small coffin next to me. The wooden one.
Sure,
Just as I go up the stairs, a little cheeky peek.
go ahead.
I already rolled it.
Oh, you
14.
rolled at 14. It has like a metal nameplate on it made of brass, but the name on it has literally been carved out by engraving. There was a name, but it is carved out, and you're not really sure what it was.
Okay.
It goes down again. We have another choice. Do we go left or right? There's no door on the right. Professor, I assume you want to go first. You are immune to poisons and things in your current form, correct?
Correct.
So I will let you lead the way then. Archaeologist lady, you can open doors, correct? He just sort of walks up the stairs. Sabas, are you coming?
Oh. Yeah.
Would you open that door in case we need a way to run away? But make sure it looks locked. Could you do that for me?
I mean, if I'd be allowed to just do little minor fun magic of just casting a little bit of acid and not the full acid splash, then yes.
It would probably be better to lockpick it if you can, because these doors down here don't appear to be corroded.
Okay.
Because the moisture level has definitely... All of you can feel that the moisture level here has significantly dropped.
How do I use these tools?
So all you have to do is click the dice next to them, and it will ask you what stat you want to roll with, and it should just be dexterity by default.
Do I not have a set of thieves tools?
I thought
Where did that go?
I gave you a set of thieves tools.
I should have a set of thieves tools, but I don't think I have it in my inventory anymore.
What the heck? What the heck?
It's hiding.
My inventory is all a mess. I still have doubles of any custom item for some reason.
There you go. I gave you thieves tools. I just need to make sure that we here, I'll add it to your add favorite, edit. I'll make sure you're proficient.
I'm yeah.
Thieves tools, proficient, dexterity. You don't have expertise in it, do you?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you're good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I shouldn't.
Okay, you're good. Yeah, you're able to pick it open. And it doesn't look rusted at all, but it also doesn't look like you opened it. So it definitely swings open. If you would like to swing it open, you can. But
Just leave it closed and unlocked.
okay, Zyriel. Yeah, you make it through this specific hallway. Doesn't appear to be trapped.
Gonna look for traps.
Go ahead.
I much prefer this dry air. I can start to smell everything.
Would you like to make a perception check?
Oh, we're getting there.
Blood.
Slowly,
The smell of blood that he talked about before, almost overwhelming where you are.
Much blood spilled here.
Are there like drainage, like sluices or whatever the fuck you call them? Where did that noise come from? Who's making holes?
Sorry. I discovered shortcuts I didn't know existed while I was trying to create a shortcut. That was my bad.
Okay. Interesting. Sorry. I was on the wrong character. No, there don't appear to be any drainage pipes or anything in this room or anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where we should go. We can go straight forward or we can go left.
Stairs are usually good, but the layout of this area might be slightly mirrored, and if I'm correct in where we're thinking, it might be
Those
better to continue
stairs
down.
in front of you guys actually lead upward, by the way.
So we've gone downward, upward, downward, downward.
I have a theory. I shall return in a moment.
What's in this little room? Actually, I don't have light, do I? There's no way I can see shit in there.
Zyriel's coming up to help you.
I think my Drake has light for some reason.
He does have dark vision. Oh, Artur should have dark vision.
Oh yeah?
I think so.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Lorechik, my theory was incorrect.
Yeah, your Artur has dark vision up to 60 feet. So
But I can't see through. Like, he can't. Like, Ilya can't see. Only Artur can see.
yeah. What the heck?
Yeah.
Does he have like full vision of everything?
Who?
Oh, has vision. Check. Okay. There you go. Artur now has vision. Like proper vision.
Nice. Oh yeah, what's in the small room?
Those are sort of
Coffins.
they're very reminiscent of what we'd consider like a modern incinerator, but these appear to be coffins that have like small metal boxes that are pushed in, like body-sized boxes that are pushed in, and then they have like a grate, like a hinged grate on the front of them.
And they smell of?
Bones.
Old bones, fresh bones, dry bones,
Old
broken
bones.
bones,
Bone dust.
bone dust. Oh dear.
Dusty old bones full of green dust?
Which way is the blood smell?
Everywhere,
Mainly to the east.
but mainly to the east. Do we follow blood or move away from it?
You tell me. You are mostly full of blood.
Usually, smell of blood is not good.
If we find the blood, we may find the helmet that the man by the river was speaking of, which may have an alternate exit from this building.
This passageway to the west turns and goes south. I do not believe this will take us where we'd like to go. This passageway turns and goes east. I have detected 2 passageways.
Good job, Robert.
It depends on which way we'd like to go.
Vidar has continued on ahead. As has Loerchik. I am sorry, I seem to have a problem with my speech processing today.
What do I see down south from here?
You see a rug, and then there's a large staired pedestal, like a stairs that lead up to a pedestal that has a large open scroll on it.
Gonna pretend I didn't see that.
More bones.
Are we heading towards the smell, though?
Yes. More blood. More bones.
Wow, are these human bones?
They are humanoid, at least.
Loerchik, more components for your art.
It's not art.
I,
Dad, it's a real job.
I walk around the side of the staircase and just like start to reach for like the first like leg or arm bone that I see.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of look back to the party before I touch it just to see if anyone like is gonna have an issue with this.
If you are taking one, also give one to Arthur.
I pick up the bone. I toss it to Artur.
He catches it, starts gnawing on it.
Yep.
If you are
Take
taking a collection of bones, you should probably grab one for Draug. She
Pick
is a huge fan of the bones.
I pick up 2 more bones and place them in my bag.
Ooh, that's a lot of bones. These look ancient.
That would make them rare collector's bones. I have detected another passageway to the south.
Oh, that's supposed to be a door. Damn it. Okay, hold on. Actually, no, that door's open. So literally to the south of you, there's like a gate and then a secondary gate. And the secondary gate, the first gate is actually open.
What's this thing on the wall over here?
I'm gonna open this this gate.
Okay, go and
Or,
make.
I'm sorry. Actually, can I see through that gate or no?
You can.
Okay. Can I just take a peek in the room real quick?
There is a rotting corpse of a man with a brass helmet, basically clamped, like literally like bolted onto his head. Like there's a latch, and they literally like bolted it. And it's basically the whole chair is covered in blood, and he's holding onto a staff.
I believe I may have found the helmet. We're gonna try to open this door.
Okay. That thing on the wall at the end is a sort of shrine with a picture that the door easily swings open for you. This little shrine on the end has a picture of someone, but the canvas has rotted away, and only the brass frame is left over. As soon
Yep. Sorry. Go ahead.
as soon as you get in here, you realize that this is a fresh corpse of a human. And the two statues behind him are one of the most immaculate statues you've ever seen of two ancient warriors. And then on the left-hand side, there are essentially two shelves that are all full of wine and wine bottles.
Is anybody feeling parched? Nope. Okay.
Did you look to
could
take a
drink.
blood drinking?
There is wine.
I am coming.
Okay.
If you are going to steal wine from a crypt, make sure to steal some for your friends as well. And Rep is going to identify the staff in this man's hands.
You're going to cast Identify on the staff? Are you going to use the spell slot or no?
Yes.
You're not going to ritual it. You're going to spell. You're going to.
Yeah. We're gonna spend some freaking spell slots here. That's what we're gonna do.
It's a staff of.
I got-
It's a staff of ruling. This specific staff was bequeathed to King Shiram III as a gift from his mother.
Does this corpse look like it might be teenager sized?
No, this is old man sized.
Okay. Oh, Shiram the Fourth is the Child King. Yep. Okay. Thank you. I miscounted my kings. And then identify the helmet real quick.
Okay.
Is this where the blood smell has been coming
Oh
from?
yeah. Oh yeah. This helmet is a magical helmet of smothering, essentially. You put it on someone and it kills them over time.
Okay, these are the two things that we are looking for. That is a staff of ruling. It was gifted to Shiram III. What does a staff of ruling do, real quick?
Literally, you can cast command at will up to 4 times per day.
I will be holding on to this for later. I'm going to take the staff of ruling. That is the helmet that the knifey boy told us about. The hemorrhage?
Old man by the river.
The old man by the river. This is the helmet he mentioned. That could also come in handy for later.
If the corpse is from the helmet and not the staff. But you should be careful when looting dead bodies that have been recently killed. You would not want to get a staph infection.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That was such a good bad joke. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Ha! 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 Laugh complete.
I don't understand. Please explain.
Ilya, give me a medicine check. Let's see how much your Dragonborn ass knows about medicine.
Oh!
A staph infection. It's one word spelled two ways, and they both sound the same. Do you see? That is why it is funny.
Very good.
Zyriel comes in and he goes, "You are not from here, are you?"
Who?
Any of you.
Define here. We are from this planet and this material.
From Artstadt. Can you take the helmet?
Ah.
Can you take the helmet off? Because I think I know who this is.
Yes, I believe this is King Shiram the Third, and Rip Rap's going to take the helmet off and bag it.
Oh, no, this is a process. It's bolted on with 9 bolts all the way across the top of the helmet. Like, this is a helmet that you do not leave unless someone helps you.
Tools. What kind of bolts are we talking about here? Hex socket heads, Allen key?
They would be hex, yeah.
Hex, okay.
But this is going to be a process, by the way. I need all of you to make a perception check.
Yeah, I would also like to investigate the bar.
I'm busy fucking with tools over here. You guys go ahead.
Yep.
Ilya, if you want, what's his name, your little guy? No, your little guy does not have perception. Okay. Sabis, Ilya, and Vidar, you hear yelling from farther back in the crypt.
Not good.
What kind of yelling? Happy, ecstatic yelling? Angry, shouty yelling?
No, people being burned by acid yelling.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
It appears we are being followed, and
Someone
we
is
are
being-
unaware of the traps.
Which means we need to get out, because that's not going to kill all of them. Yep, Savas is basically just gonna... I'm gonna enter stealth and just start checking basically every single doorway to find a way out.
Okay. Okay, 23. There you go.
Alright. Here, anything in this room?
Just a coffin.
We've already went through here. Fuck the stairs. Right. Any close-up investigation, perception for traps in this room?
Perception. First of all, the rug that you're standing just below or just above has no dust on it.
Hmm.
And this room has like 4 treasure chests and a big old scroll on it. The rug that you're standing over has no dust on it.
So if I peek around the corners, is there stairs out of here, or is it just the treasure chest and the scroll?
Just treasure chest and the scroll.
Cool, don't care. Life more important.
I'm gonna look over into this room where the hallway goes north. Do I recognize as the room that Sabas opened
Yep.
the door for earlier?
Yep.
Okay, here, gonna check the room again. Well, shit.
I go back to the group and tell them they can take a shortcut to this room.
Zyriel looks at you, technician, and he says, "Do you have a blade on you?
Yes, of course.
May I have it, please?"
I'm going to hand him my dagger.
He takes your dagger, and in one movement, he picks up the helmet. Here. Forgive me, my king. But if we can take him, I have a spell to speak with him. We get him out of the helmet. We speak to him later. He's
Very well. I wanted to be respectful of his remains, as you pointed out. I'm not from here. Let's go.
Well, there is a difference between being respectful and him understanding. I'm fairly certain he will understand.
I didn't vote for him. I don't know.
He looks around. There has to be a way out. There's always two ways out of underground areas. Always.
My guess is west and a little bit up. Every other room has gone nowhere.
I believe.
I literally just ran through the entire dungeon.
Professor, you investigated a room to the northwest, correct? There was no exit.
There appeared to be no exit.
The
Where-
only other lead I have is the treasure room. The rug has no dust on it.
Ooh, that sounds very scary.
It sounds terrifying, but it might be an exit. It could be a death.
I believe we should go investigate then. He just follows you guys. Do not step.
Here,
Oh,
Do not step in the room.
from here, can I actually see anything that's on the scroll?
No, you'd have to get closer to it.
And I'm still flying on my broom.
Yeah.
so Sabas is gonna poke at her parents and just like sort of look at the rug and go, I could just drag the rug and move it.
As
Or, you
as
probably want to get out of the room first.
as Vidar flies over the rug, there's like tassels on the end of the rug, and they all go whoosh and point at Vidar, and they all start tingling, like undulating.
I've seen this one before.
Jazz
Yeah.
tassels.
Hmm?
Jazz tassels.
Yep.
So,
Oh, Gary has very.
This is a mimic carpet, isn't it?
yeah, living rug or mimic of some sort.
I'm gonna fly over to the stairs and kind of look at the scroll from up closer.
The scroll is actually made of stone, and it has an incantation on it in the ancient language.
One that I understand.
It
Or would
is
I have to be
one
able
that
to-
you very much understand on it.
Maybe read
What does
it.
it say?
Are you going to read it out loud, or are you going to read it to yourself?
I'm gonna read it to myself first.
Where are you? We haven't talked in a while, Bisbee. Okay, hold on. I have to message you.
How far can you jump? I always forget this mechanic.
If you have a running start, it's equal to your strength. +3, I think, is running start. Your strength +3. Whatever the actual number is for your strength, that's how many feet you can jump.
Okay.
It's not times 3.
That's what it says.
This scroll does indicate that it is about leaving. This does appear to be an extra way out. Also, did I notice the rug pointing at me when I was flying over?
Oh,
it,
yeah.
or was I
Oh,
only
yeah.
Flying?
Oh, yeah. You definitely noticed it.
Is it still pointing at me now that I'm not over it?
No. It appears to be just what is it? Not moving. I don't remember the word I was looking for, but there's a better word for that. I don't remember it.
Docile rug.
Inanimate is now inanimate. Is no longer animate. It was animated when it was like doing its little thing with the frills, but is now inanimate. That's the word I was looking for.
Ilya, I have noticed you trying to sort of measure the jump distance here. Would you like to jump over there?
No, it's too far.
You can cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot, but immediately before the jump. When you make the standing long jump, you can only jump half that distance.
And that's 15 feet, right, to get to the scroll?
It would be 15 feet, yes.
Yeah.
To get
What if you
away from the rug, it would be 15 feet.
What if you could jump further? Ah. Savage had the same idea I did.
Oh, I was putting on my stealth. Bam, bam, and then yep, I'm going to jump to the stairway.
Make an athletic check for me, please.
All right.
It's DC 10.
Could I boss save advantage because I put a jump on myself?
No, it only triples. It only triples the distance.
Well, now.
You have two sources. You do you have inspiration yourself?
I do have inspiration myself.
You
I
can-
should use that.
If you would like to.
And roll a 5 again.
You have party inspiration.
You have 2 charges of party inspiration if you would like to use it.
Party?
I am not a fan of when
I've got
textiles
2 thumbs
attack,
up.
so I think you should do it. Oh my goodness gracious me! Another one. You have one more.
Another one.
Wow, that is just atrocious.
It's
isn't
DC 10.
A flash of genius.
Okay. So you succeed because will you click Flash of Genius, please, so it uses the charge?
Yeah, let
Please
me
and,
find it.
please and thank you. Whenever you get a chance. So Sabas successfully jumps over.
Yeah, treasure chest time. Yellow.
I hand my broom to technician and say, I can jump. I need to.
But there is a chance that you may not make the actual landing.
I would
I just
say
give a sly look back to technician.
just throw the broom over to me. He's like clapping at Vidar.
Vidar hops off the broom and tosses it over.
He catches it, gets on there, goes over. Ilya. He throws the broom to you.
Now I'm flying.
I'm flying over the rug.
You are. He's over. Zyriel is over here. If that,
Rep is going to fly over the rug as well.
are you gonna open the chest, Sabas?
I'm gonna check it first, and then yes.
Okay. What are you checking for exactly?
Am I gonna get a poison dart in the chest if I open it?
No, you're gonna get your ass bitten. That's a mimic.
So I was gonna sit up, point at that, and go mimic, and then move to the next one. Same thing.
Okay. It seems perfectly fine.
Is it locked?
Huh?
Is it locked?
It is not.
Samus is gonna think, well, this one seems fine, and open the chest.
Zyriel would look at you and stop your hand for a moment. If the rug is a mimic, the other chest is a mimic. 2 seconds. Put 2 and 2 together. Don't do it.
What are the chances that everything in this room is a mimic?
Close to 0.
Close to 0.
Samus looks at Finish and go, are you suggesting that you're a mimic?
I could be.
No,
Technically, I was earlier today.
not everything is mimic. Must be one chest real.
In the grand scheme, are we not all mimics? Is life not just a grand stage on which we are all players? Also, I believe in you, Sabas. You can do this. You go, girl.
Samus is going to take that what's it called? I cannot talk. That Shadow Blade, have that on her hand, and then use her right hand to open the chest.
Okay. All right. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
That seemed fine. Nope. Nope, it was all mimic.
Hmm.
No, active combat encounter.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Well, I think what we're gonna do real quick before we start this shindig, this combat, is we're going to go on our 15-minute break, and then we'll start this up when we get back. Sounds good to me. So we'll see you guys in 15 minutes. Bam. welcome back everyone to Legendary Tales. We just have a 15-minute break, and now we're going to get into this combat. Let's get some better music. Do we have better music happening here? Is that an option for us?
Forest Day?
No. No, Cry Havoc. That's a good one. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to right-click this. We're going to get the combat tracker going. We have our little map right here. We see everybody. That brings us begin combat to technician is the first person. What would you like to do, technician?
This feels like a dumb idea, but we're going to move up to this mimic over here,
Okay.
and we're going to hand axe him.
Okay. That's a hit. Nice. Max damage. Hell yeah. Do you have a second
And
attack?
again.
Nope.
And,
Bonus action?
hang on a second. Yep, hang on a second. Whoa, my spells are all... There was a JSON parsing error.
Ugh. Was there a specific spell you want to cast?
No, I was trying to see what I had on a bonus action, and I believe... hang on, there's one I know of. Nope, that's an action, never mind. Here we go. We're going to cast Branding Smite.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to say that you've done this before, so.
Oh, okay, so...
You had
want
to
me
have done
do
it beforehand, but do go ahead and
Yeah.
just do damage. Because you hit with the first one, so. Minus another 8. Perfect. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Ilya.
Okay, what's the carpet doing? Where is it?
It's curling up. It's posturing like the flying carpet in Aladdin.
Is there a way for me to brush past it or move past it? Or sprint past it? Through it?
You'd have to use a disengage action to do that.
I'd like to use this.
Doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Okay.
Yeah. Seems pretty sick. But my issue is, can I get past the carpet to go
Yes. Yes, you can.
up here? Okay, nice. And yeah, my eyes flash with like this silver kind of frost color.
Okay.
And as I sprint past the carpet, there's like a trail of freezing energy that should hit both mimics and the carpet as I run through.
Absolutely. And it does d6 fire damage. Okay, roll that damage. 2.
3 times, yeah.
Yep.
Ugh.
I'm gonna say that the carpet takes the 6
Nice.
because
Big number. That's my bonus action.
what?
Yeah. So now,
Shut your mouth. That's crazy.
it's pretty good.
Okay.
So now I would like to take out my rifle and shoot. Is taking out my rifle
It's part of the action. Readying a weapon
part of the action?
is part of an action. Yes.
Okay, so I should get 2 shots.
Mm-hmm.
How far did I move? I should have enough move to move here, right?
Yeah, but you have to move
Easily.
Artur out of the way.
Can he move forward?
Yeah.
Like on my turn, I'm gonna have him move there anyway.
Well, you don't want Loershik to get blocked, but
That's true.
remember, as long as you don't move out of their attack range, which when the carpet stands up, it is this big. As long as you don't move out of their attack range, they can't do opportunity attacks.
Okay, then yeah, put him down there. It's good. And then 2 shots with my rifle from this range.
You're gonna shoot the carpet.
The carpet, yeah.
Okay.
Oh come on.
Both of those hit.
Nice. It's gonna make a fucking loud noise.
Yes, it is.
Sounds of 50 cal echoing in the chambers of this prison.
So that's 31.
So that's attack, bonus action, move, done. Artur, how does
Okay.
he attack?
You destroyed the carpet.
Bite. Oh, carpet died?
Yeah.
Holy shit. How much movement does he have? 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, easily. He's going to go run up here to this one
Okay.
and attack. I'm going to go swipe at this guy. Yeah.
That's yeah. No, you don't even have to say that's a hit. That's definitely a hit.
Eat the mimic. Stop with the ones.
Okay.
He
He only gets 1 attack, right? Yeah.
Yes, but I have a reaction with him. So that's me done now, for now.
Yep.
Within 30 feet. So basically, whenever someone attacks this bottom right mimic, I react.
He can cover everyone in the room.
But he can't reach the 2 far mimics, right? Another creature within 30 feet that it can see hits a target. Oh, it's when the person who's hitting is within 30 feet.
As long as
Okay.
the person that's
Wow.
hitting is within 30 feet.
Okay, cool.
That brings us to Sabas. You have your Shadow Blade out. Go ahead and swing away. I assume you're hitting this mimic right here, right? You're muted.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the one right in front of me.
'Kay.
Assume that's just a normal roll. Yeah.
Yep. That
Oh, wow.
hits. That hits.
Oh.
They're mimics. They're not super armored or anything like that. You also get sneak attack damage because Zyriel is right there.
Okay. Let me go find sneak attack damage. There it is.
Damn.
And then bonus action disengage and stand by the paladin.
Okay.
Behind the paladin.
Okay.
Because why not, Lamau?
Sounds good. That brings us to Vidor.
From where I'm at, am I able to see how beat up the mimics that have been stabbed so far look?
The problem is they look like chests, and they look like damaged chests. You're not really sure how to make a reference to how damaged a mimic is, if I'm being completely honest with you. You could try. It's like... I don't really know how that would work, but you can try.
I mean, Vidar basically is a mimic, right? So
Vidar will start stabbing at the one that Sabas
Oh, sure.
already put a few holes in.
Okay. That's a hit.
That's sneak attack, right?
Yeah, there's sneak attack, yeah.
Wait, you have a sneak attack as well? Who are you guys?
All right, you bonus action chucking.
Yeah.
That's definitely a hit. -7. All right. The rug is dead. Remove combatant. Okay. Now the mimics are gonna go. What's the movement speed on a mimic? It's 15 feet. Blah. Okay. Do they get... No, okay, pseudopod. No, they're gonna bite. They're all biting monsters. Alright, so the one against Zyreal. Absolutely misses. Technician, what's your AC?
21.
Jesus.
Hang on a second. No, 20, not 21.
Just 20?
Just 20.
Okay, so the one attacking you hit you. What's Ilya's AC? 18? Jesus!
Me strong.
What the fuck? That's crazy. Okay,
And I have 94 HP. Yeah.
so, Technician, you're the only one hit. For 14 damage. Don't yell at me. You're a cat. If you don't want to sleep in here, go sleep somewhere else. All right. And that brings us to Loershik.
Gonna move. I run in and I see this mimic next to Vidar, so I climb the stairs. I think
Okay.
that is all my movement at that point.
If you just move diagonally like that, you will not get attacked by that mimic, by the way. Because if you move the way that you did move, you would be attacked by that mimic.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And then I do. And I'm going to attack it.
Okay. Swing away.
Do I get advantage for flanking?
You do. That's a hit.
Yeah, I would like to also help.
So Artur looks behind and sprays frost all over the axe as you chunk down with it. That's your first attack.
Is it really 2d6? I thought it was meant to be 1d6.
It's 2d6 because of what level you are.
Oh, wow, okay.
Infused strikes levels up with you.
Nice.
That's a hit. There you go. You're taking...
And that's all I do.
That's it. All right. That brings us back to Technician.
Does Zyreal go?
Oh, shoot. He's not actually on the initiative order. Oops. Yeah, we're going to have him go last then. He held his turn after Loershik goes. He's going to swing. Swingy, swingy, swing, swing, swing. Explosion of coins comes out as the mimic is smashed to pieces. His second attack is against the one in front of Technician. Hits. Damage. 10. Okay. Boop, boop. He's going to expend a third level spell slot to use his smite. Where is it? Active abilities. Divine Smite. So he's going to add an extra 2d8 plus 1d8. So it's third level. So that makes it 4d8, and he's also high enough level to do an extra 5d8 damage. does 28 damage. So literally, you see Zyriel swing up to the other one. His mace begins to glow with like a really bright, light white fire, and a huge chunk of the mimic explodes out. That brings us to Technician.
All right, we're going to do this in the right order this time.
That's a hit. Okay.
Wait. Okay, hang on. I have to actually do damage for the axe too.
You do. That's it.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to roll the
It
hit.
was
You
already a hit. I
was-
clicked the wrong thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So the mimic explodes, splinters everywhere, coins fly.
Can I move and then take my second attack or no?
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I will do. Can I get this mimic from halfway up the
Yeah.
stairs or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You get a slap chop.
Slap chop.
Chop. Chop. Chop. Chop. Chop. Chop. That's -7. Perfect. Anything else? Bonus actions?
Nope, that's it. No, bonus action was done first this time.
Oh, fair enough. Ilya.
Okay. I'm going to run back into the room and go up these stairs. Can I see across to those mimics from like the top of these stairs?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Remember, allies do not block line of sight.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'm going to ready my gun, look down the scope, which actually means me finding the fucking button for rifle. Where are you? And fire. Hello. Hello.
Who's that? Which one is that against?
Top
Okay.
right, top right.
Okay. Go and roll crit damage on that motherfucker.
Critical. Not bad.
That's huge.
I
Second
didn't
attack?
react with auto yet. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, we'll do it that order. Rifle hunting.
Okay, that's a hit.
Normal.
Holy shit,
Oh
what?
yeah.
You can react with Artur if you'd like.
Yeah, I would like to react. And then he's gonna go munch this mimic again.
Okay,
And miss.
that is a miss, unfortunately. That was not
Unfortunate.
there.
That's me done.
Okay, that brings us to Sabas. What would you like to do?
1, 2, 3, stab a mimic. Or actually, that probably should have been advantage, but yeah, that is.
Yeah, it hits either way. Damage. Holy shit. Holy crap.
Fuck you! I'm rolling max numbers.
That's insane. That's a huge amount of damage. Yeah, that thing
35.
is absolutely destroyed. 100%. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Vidar.
The one on the top right is the one that Ilya already like crit on, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll go swinging at that one then.
Do it. Swing away.
Finish him.
7. Oh my god, the sneak
Oh my
attack
God.
damage. He has so much sneak attack damage. That's insanity. This one also explodes. And as you sort of turn, as soon as they're all dead, all of you realize that they're all dead. What are you doing?
Vidar is going to just read the scroll out loud.
You're not going to take time to loot?
He's gonna
One of them
say,
exploded into coins. I will investigate that.
No, they all did.
They all exploded into coins.
grab what you can quickly. It's time to go. And then start reading the scroll while everybody's scrambling.
Okay. You don't have to
It's a
investigate.
1.
You don't.
It's a nat 1. It's a nat 1, and I still got a 14. Fuck.
You don't have to investigate. I promise. Okay. We're gonna do some.
But it's more fun when I say I go to loot and then roll a 34 at something. You know,
yeah,
that's more fun.
that's fair. That's actually fair. We're gonna do a cheeky little treasure challenge. We're gonna do a treasure pile. Each of you can roll a D100 for me. And Ilya, you're not allowed to roll below a 30. Hey! Drake Companion rolled an 88. Will you roll 46 for me, please?
Wait, what? Oh, I had them both selected. I see.
Actually,
I rolled
Ilya,
a 12 first, by the way.
Ilya, Loershik, Vidar, roll 46, please. Technician, I need you to roll 2d6. And Sabas, could you roll a d100 for me, please? I think you're the one missing at the moment.
Doubles, so I go again, right, until we get to the pass line?
2d6, please, Sabas.
How did I get a 6 from 4d6?
3 ones.
Three
Three
ones.
ones? Just unreal.
This is Ilya, you find 60 gold. Lorshik, you find 140 gold. Vidar, you find 170 gold. Technician, you find 80 gold. Sabas, you find 60 gold. I'm going to let one of you roll.
Oh, nice.
One of you gets two.
How-
What?
Guess how much gold I've got now?
60 gold?
69.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, because he stole 9 of.
No, Loerchik gave me 10 gold, and I spent 1 on something,
That's
and now
right.
you just gave me 60.
I thought he gave you 40.
I think
Really?
Yeah, he gave you a lot. Like, a lot of gold.
What?
I gave you
Did I,
40.
did I spend?
I had 1,040, so I gave you 40.
What did I
Ilya has so
spend
much
money
blow
on?
and hookers.
Okay.
Were you? No, we didn't ever go get meat pies.
So one of you can roll to see if there are any magic items.
Gareth.
I
Yeah,
will.
not me.
I will roll it.
Okay, go and roll me a d100.
I'm down with that.
D100.
Yes.
There are 100 magic items. Oh, our Lord, our Jesus, we beseech thee. Amen.
3d6 and then a 1d6, please. You find 70 more gold. And then I need you to roll... Oh, 1d100, please. You find a potion of healing. Everyone piles their gold into their bags. And Vidar, you read it out. What does it say?
The destination is not the same as the here. You must leave. Chant, chant, chant. You will arrive.
The room begins to shake violently. And it sort of crumbles in on itself. And then... I need all of you to make a perception check, please. all of you are in a sort of weird area. You're not really sure if it's what it is, but it sounds faintly of rushing water, and there's a white mist everywhere that goes about waist high, and above that the sky is just a solid color of gray all around you.
Huh.
Is this better or worse than being chased by Yvonne?
Better. Much better. I suspect we are not on the same plane. Which means he would not be able to find us here.
Well, then who will? Because why are we here in the first place?
Arcana check to figure out where the hell we are?
Sure.
We're going for that too. I can cast magic. I know magic.
Can I also history check the words of that were written on the scroll?
Sure. You guys are in the astral plane.
Oh.
Ah, the astral plane. There is an excellent steam room around here somewhere.
I highly doubt that's true.
It was in a bathhouse. If that makes the story more plausible, it was in a bathhouse.
Keep looking.
Do
All
I recognize the words Vidar read out?
Yeah, it's basically a thing to send you as quickly away as possible to the plane that is closest to your current material plane. And when it comes to the cosmology of rotating planes and things like that, the astral plane is the current closest plane to your current plane.
We just got YOLO to the astral plane. Got it.
Is this, in fact, the same astral plane where the bathhouse was?
It is.
Does it look the same, or is it...
This area that you're currently in seems to be a sort of purgatory momentarily. As you look around and the sort of everything around you adjusts to become more of the aesthetic of the bathhouse, where the second that one of you thinks of, oh my gosh, this is where the bathhouse was, all of you are pulled into the bathhouse. Do I have that map still? Hold on. I do. Let me fix. I think I need to fix most of the tokens, but then we will be on our way. Yeah, there you go. She's not here. He's not here. And then we have a Sabbath and a Ilya and an Artur. So yeah.
And a Zuriel.
A what?
A paladin.
Oh yeah.
Zuriel.
Zy-
Mr. Dubois.
Zyriel.
Zyril Dubois.
Zyriel Dubois. And yeah, Skink is just chilling there. Hello.
Oh yeah.
Hello. We are back. We are not dead this time. We were escaping.
That makes me so happy.
You are still here. Did you not say that you had people looking for you?
Oh yeah, they found me and they saved me, and now I came back of my own accord. So literally,
It is fortunate that we all return at the same time.
it very much is. I've been here for a while now. So, Gareth,
I
the
don't see
last,
anything, by the way.
oh, you don't see anything? What do you? Oh my gosh, you literally have no vision at all. Okay, vision.
You've slacked me.
I did. There you go. So, best girl's sitting in front of you. And the time period was the last time they saw her was after you guys, before you avenged her. And then now is after you guys avenged her. When she died the first time. As a result of you guys going to save the world instead of saving her from her brother.
Uh-huh.
So in my universal timeline, this is after you saved her from her brother.
Right. And we're in a bathhouse.
You're in a bathhouse. Literally, Vidar is like, Vidar, you landed? Did you just sit down? Did you just sit down in the water, just like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm here.
How did you bring us to bathhouse? You're looking, and now you find.
What was the first thing you thought of when you got here? One of you thought of it. You had to.
What?
We thought of the bathhouse when we got here.
Yes. I said we were in the astral plane, and that I recognized that there was a good steam room here. That was in a bathhouse.
Which
It could be worse. I could have dreamed of a giant marshmallow man.
It is true. But now that you've written the rules, it's what you're here. You're here now.
How would we get back to Goronsk?
You have to find a door. Back to your world.
Which door, small bird?
They exist everywhere, but you have to find the right one.
Give me door, please.
I cannot do that. It is your journey.
I follow you.
I cannot go.
Please.
I will point you in a direction.
Thank you.
Is that fair? But
You must forgive Ilya. He is always excited to follow new tweeters.
Yeah. That's a +3, I think. That's like 3 points.
That was definitely a steal.
Yeah, social media bad joke, huh? Take that.
Yeah, she looks at you and she says,
stay, soak, clean. And then I will lead you and point you in a direction when we leave. You all seem tired.
Do you
Come on in. The water is fine. But if you have eaten, please wait half an hour so you do not get a cramp. I am here to look out for your safety.
Denison's now lifeguard.
Dad,
water here too warm?
it feels good. Warm on my bone.
A bone? One bone? Bone
Hello,
singular?
I am human man. I have bone. I like to walk with my leg and breathe with my lung.
Lorshik, what are you doing?
I walk into the pool for the first time because last time I didn't get in. So I take off my robe and I drape it over the rocks, and then just scooch in past Skink and walk over the corner.
Okay. Sabas, what are you doing? You've arrived at this like astral plane like bathhouse.
I'm more sitting back. I've never been here before, and just sort of seeing how the people who have been here before, because this always seems familiar to the three
Fair.
interact.
They literally all three of them are just chilling.
It's just like you don't fuck around with people in random planes. You sit there and watch and see what happens. So she's just kind of like taking it in. You know, maybe deciding to dip into the water. But right now, keeping it dry.
Sabas, your apprehension is natural, but this is a safe place. It is a comfortable place.
And in front of you is Skink. She's a little Kenku. But she is actually the first Kenku ever that you've ever heard speak on her own.
It's nice to meet you, Skink. I'm Sabas.
It's my pleasure.
She sort of shakes your hand with her little tiny hand.
Vidar is also going to move it and sit uncomfortably close to the naked Loershik.
Hello.
I'm working on this social thing, and you have always been quite engaging, so I shall sit next to you.
You can ask him about
put my
his life
arm
and
around
about his
Vidar.
day. You could ask him, for example, if he's seen any sailors around here.
Zyriel goes behind a rock and like basically takes his armor off and like puts his bag down, just jumps over and like hops in over here next to Technician.
Snavis is just gonna take her boots off, set her pack and weapons down, and then basically just like sit on the edge and dip her feet in.
Okay.
Cyril, can you by chance do anything interesting with blueberries, like mold them into large objects or change their composition or turn them into other fruit?
I don't understand you. I wear blueberry cologne. It's like a perfume. I prefer not to smell bad.
I just look over at Ilya. Perfume?
Blueberries.
I have been known to have a sort of strangely supernatural ability. If you're curious.
You wouldn't be the first. I think we are curious what you can do.
Well, the question is, are you willing to accept it?
Oh, shit got weird in the bathhouse.
I want to let you know what it does. When I speak a command word to you, you have to tell the truth for everything I ask of you, as long as you and I are interacting. So if you're unwilling to answer questions, I cannot demonstrate to you specifically. I will only ask basic questions. I will not go any farther than just name, age, etc.
Am I compelled to answer or compelled to answer truthfully if I do answer?
Compelled to answer truthfully. You do not have a choice. They call me the truth seer.
What's the worst that could happen?
He looks at you, and he literally, he doesn't shout, but it literally like vibrates enough that the water sort of like oscillates and explodes everywhere, and he goes, "You shall speak the truth." And then he like closes his hand, and you feel like literally a hand clasp over your throat for a moment, and then like you can't breathe, but then whew, and then you're just looking at him like interacting. He goes, "What is your name?"
Loershik.
How old are you?
26.
Who is your father?
Emerald.
Where do you come from?
Ahokon.
Do you like your life?
Yes.
Do you trust your companions?
Some of them.
Do you trust me?
I'm not sure.
What am I?
A Soulforged.
Like this, he pulls it, and you feel like the hand pull off of your throat, and it's like you could see yourself and hear yourself saying it, but you never had a choice answering any of his questions. It was literally like a zone of truth spell, but amplified significantly.
I assume we were speaking in common the whole time.
Yes. That is my power. They call me the Truth Seer. Because unlike my patron, I am not as angry as my compatriots and fellow paladins and clerics of the order, but I do have my uses, and I was a lead interrogator for a long time.
When did you stop being a lead interrogator?
Actually, surprisingly, a few days ago. I said I am finished
Was it a
and walked away.
Did you get dragged into playing a game of bad cop, worse cop?
In a way, yes. When it came to magic users and their inquisition, I did not agree, but they offered to pay me a lot of money for a specific interrogation, and I watched them murder him in front of me. And I will not stand for this. I can ask them questions, but you will not kill them.
What draws you to follow Infold?
Something my whole life. If you've ever had an experience where you're looking around and you don't know where to go, and something in the back of your mind pulls hard and says, go right, or go left, or go forward, go down, go up, talk to this person. My whole life I felt this way. Not that I am not in control, but there's someone there saying, hey, I want you to succeed. And it drew me straight to the Pantheon when I was young. I dedicated my life, and here I am.
Rep Rap's gonna sort of like put his hand on Zareel's shoulder. We also want you to succeed. Do you know who we are?
I do. I am unfamiliar with the proper terminology in your native language, but I understand you are a group of people helping magic users and people running from the Inquisition.
We are that, yes, but we are also a group that is trying to bring an end to this reign of terror.
I agree with you. Actually, speaking of which, the head. You should take the helmet off, so that
Of course.
we can interact with the king, the proper king.
Let me make some tools real quick. Tools.
While we're all sitting here, can Vidar try to distinguish the difference between the aura scent of Zuriel and his blueberry cologne? Since we're at like point blank range, and try to see if there's a difference between the two different scents.
Sure.
What kind of roll is that?
It's a perception check. Going off of smell, that actually makes sense. You sort of sit there, and being so close to him, you do smell like the blueberry. But people outside of Cologne normally have like a scent that's associated with them, that when you get close to someone, you know what that person smells like. It's just a weird thing. It's just a thing that happens. Everyone has it. His smell is distinguishable from it, but it also, you can almost sense as if they have combined for a reason, almost. Like, he's supposed to be associated with blueberries for a reason, for some reason. You're not really sure why. Like, he does have a distinct smell, but his scent is not far off from the natural scent of blueberries. It would be more akin to like the scent of the plant that makes blueberries. So it's like a little musty, like you know, like bushes. Certain bushes have a smell, certain leaves have a smell, that kind of thing. He smells more like the leaf than the fruit.
While I am undertaking this putrid task in this relaxing bath, I would like to share a fun fact with you. Did you know that most colognes and perfumes start with ambergris, which is only commonly found in whale vomit?
As far as I know, we get it from a small creature in the woods. Our oils come from some sort of creature that they harvest in the woods. I don't know what it is.
Squirrels. It is probably squirrels.
I would not doubt that for a moment, Ilya. And you get to working, taking off the bolts, and it's incredibly hard. But once you fully get them all off, you open it, and so the rest of his body looked like intact, like it had been there for around a year or so. So it was very decomposed, but there's still some fleshy bits on it. His face is perfectly intact.
This is bizarre. His face is almost perfectly preserved, except for the part that's supposed to be attached to the rest of him. For obvious reasons.
I agree with you. He walks over and he says, "Do you mind?"
Go ahead.
He takes it and he puts it on a barrel nearby, and he starts casting a spell. The head comes alive. Hello?
Hello.
Where am I?
You are in a bathhouse in the astral plane.
How did I get here?
It is a long tale. I believe this paladin had questions for you.
I did. So, my king. He turns, he says, "Zyriel, you are alive. That makes me so happy." "My king, who killed you?" "The last thing I remember was Yvonne and two other men brought me down in front of my child, and it all went dark. That's all I remember." "I believe you were murdered, my king. Preemptively, so that the reign of your young son can progress us into the world we currently are in. Does anyone else have questions of this man?"
Who is the boy's mother?
"My young son's mother?
Yes.
Her name is Ariane, and she was born from... Oh, where was she born? To the east? And some of it is a little hazy for me. She was born in the east, and I met her when we were teenagers. We got married, and we were not blessed with a child until about... a little while ago, a few years. And yes, she sort of, unfortunately, she died recently. I believe it was a disease that even the healers could not get rid of. It was a sort of magical thing.
I have questions about your family. If you don't mind, these might be rather personal.
I don't have a choice.
Have you sired any bastards?
No. I was never
Did you have
unfaithful.
opportunity to sire any bastards?
I did, but I never did it once. Not once.
About a year ago, did your son exhibit any sort of supernatural ability?
No.
A year before your death.
Negative.
Are you familiar with the Temple of Moonball?
No.
Are you aware of Yvonne's place as a servant of Void?
No. Now that I am aware he killed me, everything is coming clear. He started acting strange about 8-9 years ago. And it wasn't until recently I realized that he was a traitor. And they silenced me before I could say anything to anyone.
Was there anyone in your court that was loyal to you, even in and through your death?
No.
Not even Ziril.
He was not part of the court. He is tertiary. He is follower of a god, and therefore immune to government. Not immune, but he is not government.
Tax exempt. I understand. Tax
He's
exempt.
no, he's exempt from service, where in Archstat service is mandatory, whether it be military or government. We have a military or governmental service is required for at least 5 years.
I understand.
And he is exempt because he has dedicated himself to a faith. So, no, he's not part of the court.
Does anyone else have questions?
What did the two men that
yes.
came down with Yvonne look like?
They were wearing the bronze mask. One of them had a large tear under the left eye, and the other one had the right side of the face covered completely. I did not see their faces nor hear their words. But I distinctly remember Yvonne saying that he found a new area. He also mentioned that there was a way in outside of, apart from the entrance. There was apparently a false door in the wall closest to the way down. Because they did not bring me downstairs, they took me into a cave. I was blindfolded, but I heard the rocks and the water. Something that you don't forget, walking on rocks and stones in a cave, wanting to be an adventurer. Does anyone have any questions of him?
I have important question for your king.
Why are you grimacing? What's wrong?
I just can't wait. I can't wait to hear what this is. It meat pies? What is it?
You ruined it.
You are rich king. What is best meat pie you are eating?
The best meat pie I ever had was in a small village in the Verdengard, all the way to the southwest, by a lake, I believe.
Good.
It was made by a halfling. I believe his last name was Dirtfoot. Dirtfoot. If you want meat pie, go to see Dirtfoot.
Okay, thank you. You may die now.
Well, little front. Anyone else have questions for the king?
Were you aware that Ziriel was a Soulforged?
No, I don't know what the Soulforged are. I don't understand that.
And so you also have no understanding of any other Soulforged or Soulforgers that may be in Archstat?
I do not know.
Do you know, or were you ever aware of someone named Ilishan?
Elisand? Are you talking the famous tinkerer?
Apparently.
I remember them fondly, actually, because they helped us develop all of the projects that I had planned before my death, and then I don't know what came of them.
Was there a place that you frequented with Ilishan that others would not know about?
There's a quarry to the northwest of Kor that is covered by a large forest that is false. The druids created it for us almost overnight, so we could cover up the ability to mine and harvest stone that could be tempered. And there's a workshop just east of it, along the edge. That's where they set up.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. He looks at Ziriel. Ziriel nods, and He closes his eyes and goes back to the blank face that he had before. Technician, I'm curious. Do you think if we put the head back in the mask, if it would stay preserved?
Possibly. However, I believe this mask could be a valuable tool.
I agree with you, but for the time being, I think we should preserve him so that he can also witness or bear witness so we could possibly dethrone my son. My son. His son. I'm speaking in the wrong character. So we could
These things happen in the astral plane.
So we could
These things happen in the astral plane.
so we could so we could dethrone the young King Shiram, who is very clearly just a figurehead for Void.
The spell you cast to make King Shiram III speak. Could you cast that again?
I can, but it has you cannot do it on the same creature more than one time.
That
Throughout
is disappointing.
a certain amount of time.
It would be valuable for us to use the head of King Shiram III to bear witness to his own murder.
That is the point. But we have to keep the head preserved, or else if it
Ah.
gets too far, then it cannot communicate with us at all. If it's a skeleton, it cannot work. There has to be flesh.
You and I have had the same plan. We have failed to communicate our intentions. There was a breakdown. Communication is important. You understand this. A chosen family must communicate.
I would argue that it's a language barrier. I did not understand how to say it in your words.
And the only words I know in your native tongue are ki akupe le fromage.
Why are you talking about cheese? I don't have
Ki
cheese.
I was told this was a greeting. Ki akupe le fromage.
No, you're talking about cheese. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't say that.
I'm sorry. Is anybody else picking up this joke or no? It's who cut the cheese. That's what that is. That's French for who cut the cheese.
Don't. At least don't start the conversation with that.
I see. I have been fooled. I
Yes,
understand.
You have been fooled. But that being said, I think we should put the head back in the mask so that it stays
into the
preserved.
mask.
And he sort of puts it because it comes off in two pieces that come together and then they get bolted together. And then you put it back together and you hear a sort of sealing noise, it's like that. He's like, okay, I believe it should be preserved now. Do you have a bag or something to hold it in?
Yes, I will hold this in my pack. I will tighten the bolts, but only just enough so that they hold the head in place, not over tightened. This is bad for the bolts.
Not like they were before.
Not like they were before. No, bad for the bolts. Is disrespectful to the bolts. Bolts must be treated with care.
I mean, sure. All right.
Can you hand me that 5/16 wrench?
I do not know what that is.
We will have to train you on tools. This is important.
If you like. Okay, so party. We're currently in the astral plane. There's supposed to be a door that leads back to your area, your part of the world we need to get back to, correct? How did you detect me? How did you find me?
Blueberries.
I gathered that, but there has to be another way, not just blueberries.
I have
Pull out the compass.
this metal stick.
Interesting. Do you show him the compass?
Yeah, I show him the compass.
He takes it, he looks at it. Oh. You see, you all of you actively see the compass spin around, but then all of a sudden it goes shh. All of the arrows point in a direction southwest of where you currently are. It seems we have our heading. What do you say we stay here for a night? Refresh. And leave early in the whatever morning is here. Because from what I've heard...
That sounds like a good plan.
From what I have heard and studied of the astral plane, this is not a place we want to stay for long, as corporeal beings.
That seems correct.
Very well. We will rest at the hot springs at the bathhouse, and then we will proceed southwest to find a way home.
Perhaps while we are here for the night, Skink, you could regale us with tales, since we have last seen each other.
Of course. I will do that. It will be amazing.
Oh, well, where do I start? Well, there's this guy. His name is Elphicus. And he was crazy. Well, he died.
And she literally just goes on and on. Like, the worst part about Skink's telling stories is that none of them are coherent or connected. It's just all random. She's like a podcast. She's basically a walking podcast of like her experiences.
Skink, I have a question. Why did Elphicus tie an onion to his belt?
I would not be able to answer the question. It would probably
Was
be,
it the fashion at the time?
Probably.
But why a yellow onion and not a white onion?
I don't know.
Was it because all the white onions were going to the war effort?
Oh my god.
Now I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, you were telling us about Elphicus being crazy and tying an onion to his belt.
Oh.
To go to the next town over, he had to get 2 bees to pay the driver.
Yeah, pretty much.
And yeah, you guys take a long rest in the bathhouse. And
What? I don't remember any of this.
well, you got to remember, Ilya, he spent how much time in the astral plane with Skink and the people he's playing poker with?
Oh shit. Okay.
So she has a lot of experiences that you actually don't know about with Elphicus, especially after he died. Just saying.
Okay.
And then yeah, so you guys take a long rest in the bathhouse, and then we'll pick up not next week because Lorishik is gone, and then Technician, you're gone the week after that.
Not that I'm aware of. I'm gone the second week of June.
The second week of
I'm-
June.
I'm
Yeah.
gone the 24th.
You're gone the 24th.
I'm committing airport fuckery on the 24th, so
Okay.
there's no way I can join that day.
That's fair.
Okay.
So
Okay, so
we probably
we're
won't.
off the 10th.
we-
We're on the 17th.
we
Is that
probably-
what we're saying?
Yes, we won't play
Probably.
next week, and I'll probably be celebrating my birthday anyway. So, because, wait, you're off the 10th, so the 17th, yes.
Yep. 17th, yes. 24th, no. 31st, yes.
Okay, so we're gonna have a break and then play, and then we'll have another break. We'll probably do something in between. You know what? We should try and get something with Moxie and Purge and them. See if we can throw up a one shot or something. That'd be fun.
I got speed RP. We can do that.
Yeah, we could do that too if Gary's willing to come hang out.
I would join Speed RP.
RP.
Oh, it's
You'll
fun.
like it. You'll like
It's
it.
so
I'll
much
explain
fun.
it after this, so that way it's a surprise to people on stream.
All right, so we'll see you guys probably next week with something that's not Soulforged, but we'll figure it out before then. All right, everyone, have a good week. Stay safe, do the right thing, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.